Galactic Anthropology. Will the Ciakahrr get kicked out of a galaxy again? Ever since we were told, halfway December 2023, that the Ciakahrr had decided to invade 3 planets in another quadrant of our galaxy, a lot has happened. These planets are all inhabited by Stage 3 civilizations and are located in Quadrant or Sector 5. The names are Agura, Stemys 4, and Darbarian 6. A week later, the Darbarian people were already freed from the Ciakahrr by the Nataru Alliance, and things were looking quite good for the world of Agura too. The evacuation of the people from Stemys 4 had already started by then. On January 8, 2024, Stemys 4 was the only remaining planet that was not yet liberated from the Ciakahrr Empire. Nearly all people were by then evacuated in cargo ships, and the question arose what to do next, once this process of evacuation was finished. Should the Nigumagnamopo intervene and exterminate the Ciakahrr, or should diplomacy be used? It was decided that the GFW should opt for the diplomatic solution, as is so characteristic of the organization. Both Iya, the Nigumak, and Elena herself would have chosen for a more definite approach, for they thought that diplomacy was useless with malevolent species like the Ciakahrr. A week later, something unexpected happened. Even though the Galactic Federation of Worlds had said they would opt for diplomacy first, they green-lighted the Nigumak to annihilate the Ciakahrr on Stemys 4. It took them only 1 hour to get rid of them all. The Ciakahrr were taken by surprise, for they didn't expect the GFW to use their own weapon against them, namely the weapon of deception. Attacks on the Ciakahrr across the galaxy. Not only were the Ciakahrr removed from the Stemys star system, the Nigumak launched simultaneous attacks on many strongholds of the Ciakahrr across our Milky Way, see image above. In the episode of January 22nd, we could hear Elena Denon the following about these huge wave of attacks against the Draconians, and what she called the Ciakahrr Wars. In the excerpt that you can hear on the Galactic Anthropology website, Elena refers to the words of Tayel from the Intergalactic Confederation, which you can find at her website. Some reflections. Of course, you can get more details on all these huge galactic developments in the various Star Nation news episodes. The goal of this article was to provide an overview of the developments that started off in December 2023. When reflecting upon this war on the Ciakahrr, I was reminded of something that the Andromedans once told Alex Collier about these huge reptilians. There are 2 schools of thought in our galaxy. There are the regressives, who are races that carry fear and because of that want to control others. The hierarchy of the regressives starts with a group from Alpha Draconis. The Andromedans have no idea where the Alpha Draconians came from, but what they have learned through interaction with other dimensional races is that somebody brought the Draconians to this universe and dumped them in the Alpha Draconis system, where they had the highest probability of survival. Defending sacred ground. Creative impression of a Ciakahrr, based on the movie Jupiter Ascending. Somehow the Ciakahrr were dumped here in this galaxy, very close to where humanity was either already seated or was seated afterwards, namely in the constellation of Lyra. It seems they were already removed from another galaxy once. Would this be their fate again in our galaxy? In the comments below the SSN-14, I was struck by someone who said that the map of Nataru, Milky Way galaxy, reminded him of a map of Ukraine or Gaza. Unfortunately, wars not only happen on Earth, but are also very common on the galactic front. I want to thank Elena Denon for her work as an emissary, sharing this information with the rest of us. If you want to discuss any of the matters in this article, you are free to share your thoughts at one of the groups in the description below.